the Microsoft party. Did you guys play anything awesome, either at the party or here at TGS?
You know, I haven't played anything awesome at TGS by Microsoft, and I'm not even sure that they have anything that's awesome this year. Doesn't it feel weird this year?
Like last year they had like Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey and all that, and then this year just...
Odyssey today, I got to see it. Got to see a demo with, it's like not the demo, but it was more stuff later on in the game, maybe like 10 hours into the game. The max level is like 99, so at the very end of the presentation, I got to see they took out their like level 99 party and took it to like one of the last levels and showed us some of the really cool spells that they could do. Like when you cast the spell, it was like an epic, like really nice animations, really cool, you know, colors.
Skip through them, or is it Final Fantasy-esque where you have to kind of watch it?
One thing though, it's they only had the one, no matter what spell you're casting, the startup like cast looks exactly the same.
And so overall then, like what was your like impression of it? Like good? Very good? Bad?
This is the thing, the battle looks kind of fun because also the melee, you have this thing called precision aiming where you, when you go for like a direct hit on somebody, it would zoom in with a circle that would focus on the enemy, and you time it just right and pull the trigger, you'd get like a perfect hit and it would do better damage than if you like timed it wrong and it would do less damage. So that kind of thing looks really fun. We just haven't seen, I guess, enough of it, and I haven't gotten to play it yet, so you can't really tell if it's going to be a good or not.
You guys saw No More Heroes, right?
Yeah, me and Rob actually got to see quite a bit of it.
It's pretty good, yeah. The combat is pretty good. Little bit simple though, I thought. Like he has like a lightsaber basically, and you hit A on the Wiimote, and he starts like a combo, like a rapid sort of flurry, and as that builds up, eventually a finishing move will appear, and you either hit down or you hit left or right or up, and he'll go into like almost like a 300 sort of slow motion like finisher move, and then like the guy will just like explode into a million pieces. And there's a boss at the end that we saw earlier in the trailer, and he has a really devastating attack that if you don't know how to properly time the block, you just are automatically knocked to your feet, and then he's able to fly away and you can't really attack him. And that's kind of another thing. I wish I had a secondary sort of fire where I could almost have like a projectile. I don't know if that's coming or what, but I felt really helpless. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. But you played White Knight Story today, right? Like,
oh man, White Knight Story. You're not going to be just watching stuff. You're going to be totally involved in this game. You saw how I was playing it. What do you think of that? It's really cool, isn't it?
I thought it was really fun, especially like the battle system is, as you were saying, it reminds you exactly of.
Well, it doesn't even remind me exactly of. I was thinking about Star Ocean, which of course is not a level 5 game. That's that's Tri-Ace, but it still has that same action flow to it. You're controlling one character. You have two other characters that the AI is controlling while you're playing. And what happens when you go into battle mode is this ring fills, and once the ring fills, then you can act. And all of the combat, the level 5, I think, is in this idea of let's make an epic game, but let's make it easy for anybody to play it, because they don't want. I think they have this idea that RPGs have gotten too complex. So this is all one button attack. It's one button to attack, and you just have to time your attacks to go through the chains. But where the detail comes in is you get to decide the chains, which after we got the explanation, it started to make more sense.
I mean, does it look as good as like the screenshots and trailers look?
Dude, it looks better. It's like we're in the area that you're in is this kind of like a mountain fields, and there's a road. You're escorting this wagon up a road, and around the road are these fields that have these flowers and stuff in them, and there's this whole like just a little bit of soft filter effect that makes it even more natural. You come up on the stream and you can like see the water glistening, it's like so idyllic, and at the same time when you get into combat, everything looks really good. That's another part of Japanese role-playing games that's always there, is having that big grand battle, and that was really cool at the end of the White Knight part, the boss battle.
That was awesome. Kind of Evangelion-esque where you...
Yeah, okay, I thought of Escaflowne, but yeah, same sort of stuff, right? Because you transform into this... Yeah, well, total nerds, but you transform into this, like, I think he says 9 meter tall, which is that's like almost 30-foot tall guy in giant armor, the White Knight. And you're going to have the Black Knight is like the guy who you're originally going to have as your nemesis. But you fight a lot of other giant enemies, and that's like a big part of the game apparently, because if you've seen the video, there's an entire city that's traveling on the back. Have you seen that? That's really cool, awesome. Right? So I guess part of the big design theory here is that they're going to have this whole sense of scale and trying to make the You know, the size matter, where when you transform into the White Knight, you really feel super powerful. I felt it, and I liked that when you went into the White Knight mode, you were still fighting in the battle system. So it wasn't completely different. It wasn't like a Final Fantasy summon where, you know, like you click a button and then it goes off.
It was even kind of Xenogears-ish, because you actually have a whole different mana system when you are the White Knight too. So it's.
And how about you, Matt? Did you play anything cool?
I played 2 games all day. That was fun. I played Knights and Turok for PS3. So let's talk about Knights. So we got to finally play it, and it very little of the Wii remote. Basically, you just use that for your acrobatics, but all the controls are on your analog stick and hitting A to kind of boost around. So it's very similar to what we've seen before. It's a little floatier, like the controls aren't as tight, so we'll see if that sticks around or if that's just for TGS.
So when you say it's floaty, do you mean it's floaty like disconnected from the controller, or floaty like the way the Knights character floats?
It's not anything that has to do with the motion control, which is weird. Like you would think, oh, okay, if they're gonna fuck up Knights controls, they're gonna do it with the motion control. But no, it's just like the way the analog stick works. And I think that might be because it's early, but who knows? I mean, it's the first time I played it, so less than ideal, but not bad really.
I mean, the screenshots haven't looked so good, but I mean, it's freaking Knights and it's on Wii. Like, I'm excited about it. Like, I mean, is it any good, or is it like? What do you think?
Shit.
Or is it shit? I mean,
Is it shit?
You see, recently I think people have been higher on the screenshots actually. Like initially they were like, okay, this looks like crap, but then like the last couple batches they've been like, oh, okay, you know, this game's kind of coming around. I think, you know, the frame rate needs to get there, the kind of environments need to get there a little bit, but I think tech-wise it's going to be okay. I don't think that's going to be what makes this, you know, bad or good. I think it's going to be kind of the controls and the level designs and kind of the variety you have there, and you know. Presumably some of the stuff we see later in like the PR campaign is going to reveal a lot more about the game, so we don't really know what makes this too different from the original Knights yet, but I mean we've heard enough hints to know that there's stuff coming, so it's right now it's like, okay, it's getting close to being a good approximation in sequel version of what we used to have, but you know, I think it's really going to be this new stuff that makes or breaks the game.
yeah. I mean, did you guys play any quirky games or anything at the show or anything? Because I did. I mean, I played this one called Patapon. Is it Patapon? Patapon. And I mean, it's like it's really I think it's from the Loco Roco people. I mean, it has the same kind of like visuals.
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. Now we know why you're in love.
No. Well, no, because I think this to me is actually like this year's Loco Roco. That, you know, because last year we found that at TGS. We were like, oh my god, this game is so crazy, bizarre, but really cool. I think that this is this year's, because it's like, I mean, the way it works is it's kind of like a music game, right? And you have to like do rhythms on the with the, you know, the buttons and stuff. But by doing that, you're actually controlling these characters that are on screen. They're these like little like villager guys or whatever, you know, like, you know, with spears, and you know, and they attack animals, and they have to take down buildings and stuff like that. It's really hard to describe, but like if you like, it's just really fun to play actually, because you're doing these rhythm and music-based, you know, moves and stuff, but you're controlling guys on the screen, and it's just like, I've never played a game like that before, and that was actually one of the best parts of TGS this year, like just playing a game that I've never experienced. And actually another one that was like that too was Echochrome. I played that, you know, the Escher style, like crazy, you know, game. And what I love about that one too is that, like, so you with the analog sticks, you rotate the perspective and the map basically, and you know, so if you get something to like, so let's say you've got a two kind of floors that are not connected, right? And there's a pillar, right? If you put the pillar in between them so that the camera can't see the actual gap, then your guy can walk through it. And then if you like, it's all like visual tricks and stuff like that, but it's like really crazy. And you think about games completely different after that. Like I mean, again, it's a game I've never played before, and I love it.